Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Wednesday evening. Hope you're having a lovely week, enjoying our spring weather. So, as always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. Let us begin by sitting. And make yourself nice and comfortable in your seated position, closing your eyes. Slowing down, becoming aware of your seat bones, having equal weight on both seat bones as you sit up nice and tall. Let go of your day and everything that's going on in your world, and just be in the present moment. Letting your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. Making that exhale nice and deep. And taking 2 more breaths here. And then just becoming aware of your own posture as you sit up tall, having those ears over shoulders and shoulders over hips. Finding length and space in the spine. Opening the eyes. Let's just draw the shoulders up to the ears, bring them back and down. And again, up and back and down, and one more time. And then letting that left hand come down onto the mat beside you. Raise the right arm up past your ear and take a nice bend towards the left. Breathing into that right lung. Letting the whole right side of the body open and stretch. Having the chest looking upwards. One more breath here. And let's take that over to the other side. Really being aware of your body opening out with each breath. And coming back to sit up tall once again. And let's move from here onto all fours. And then making your way up to stand at the top of the mat. And standing here with equal weight on both feet. Standing up nice and tall, those feet hip width apart. As we raise the arms up over the head, taking a breath here, and then taking a back bend to look upwards, and coming back to upright, let's sweep down into a forward fold. Bending your knees as much as you need to. And step that right leg back to come into a low lunge, just having your hands on your thigh. Take a breath. Raise the arms up over the head. Take a breath. Raise the gaze, bringing in a back bend. Take a breath. And then bringing those hands down to frame the foot. We're going to make our way up into a downward dog. So make your way up slowly, just letting those legs begin to stretch and open out. And then taking your time to make your way into downward dog. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Finding length in the spine, drawing those shoulders away from the ears. And then from here, coming down onto your knees, open out the feet, bring the chest down and the belly and lift into a back bend. Pushing on up to your downward dog once again. One more breath here. Let's raise that right leg out behind you and step it through, coming to your low lunge, hands on your thigh. Take a breath. Raise the arms up past the ears, taking a breath. And into a back bend, raise the gaze. And then framing the foot to rise up into a forward fold. Bend the knees, come all the way up, raising those arms behind you for another back bend. And come back to upright. Good, let's take that on the other side. So arms up, take a breath. Drawing them back, raising the gaze. Sweeping down to a forward fold. Stepping that left leg back. Low lunge. Raising the arms up. And then raising the gaze, draw the arms back slightly. And taking it from here into your downward dog for 3 breaths. Coming down onto your knees and feet, shimmying them back, bringing down the chest and belly, and again lifting up into a cobra. So coming right up into a deep back bend, so you're activating those hands. Take a breath here. And then push on up to your downward dog. Two more breaths here. And raising that Left leg out behind you, stepping it through, low lunge. Hands on your thigh. And drawing the arms up past the ears. Raising the gaze. And stepping it through to a forward fold. Bend the knees. Coming all the way up this time, bringing those hands into prayer. Good. Taking a breath here. And with your hands on your hips, let's just step this right leg back, keeping a bend in this front leg. And let the right hand come onto the back of that right thigh as you raise the left hand up, following it with your gaze, keeping the bend in this front knee. Nice reverse warrior here. One more breath. And coming back to upright, let's bring the hands down either side of the foot and raise that right leg up. Turn the right foot so it's parallel to the floor. And then you can either stay like this, or if you want a little bit more, have your left hand slightly out to the side of your left foot and raise that right arm up. So your arms end up in a straight line. Chest open as you look to the long side of the mat. One more breath here. And bringing the hand down, step that right foot up beside the left and come up to stand. Good, let's take that on the other side. So stepping this left leg back, and then with the left hand on the back thigh, drawing this right hand up, following it with your gaze. One more breath here. And coming to upright, folding over this front leg as again we raise up the left leg this time, turning that foot so it's parallel with the floor and coming into your half moon if you wish. So right hand slightly out to the side as you draw the left hand up. Two more breaths here. And bringing the hand down, step the left foot up beside the right, staying in forward fold. Bring the toes together, heels a little bit apart. And then let's just sit down here. So we're letting the hips drop down. Keep the knees as much as you can behind your toes. Fingers pointing to the floor. Let's just draw the arms up, keeping the legs as they are. Draw the torso up, coming into our chair pose. Taking 3 breaths here. One more breath. And then folding forward, lengthening out the legs as much as is possible for you to do today. Let's hook in with the breath. So inhale, feel that spine lengthen, and as you exhale, just deepen the fold. 2 more breaths here. If you find it useful to hold on to the back of your legs, do.
And then letting the hands come down onto the mat. Let's make our way into tabletop. So feet opened out, shoulders over wrists, hands, fingers nicely open. Good. And let's just tune into our breath as we begin to move the spine in time with the breath through your cat and cow. And coming back to tabletop, let's stretch that right leg out behind you, raising it up to hip height, toes pointing down to the mat, and stretching that left hand out. And then let's draw them in together. So the nose comes in. No, the nose doesn't come in. The knee comes into the nose, and the fist comes in with the hand. And then stretch them out and draw them in. And again, stretch them out and draw them in. And let's take that to the other side. Stretching out that left leg and the right arm. And again, draw everything in. Open it out. Drawing it in, stretching it out once more. And coming back to your tabletop, let's just lift up onto your knees here, hands onto your hips, elbows behind you as we just let the chest look up towards the ceiling. Nice back bend here in this camel pose. One more breath. And coming back to upright, let's make our way down to sit with our legs out nice and long, toes pointing up, sitting up nice and tall here. Let's step this left leg over the right and using that right arm as a lever, let's just take a little twist to the left. Keeping the right foot flexed. One more breath here. And coming back to center as we take that to the other side. So right leg bending, step it across, and let's take our twist to the right this time. And coming back to the center, let's just swing around onto your belly with your forehead on the mat and your hands either side of your chest. We're going to draw up once again into a cobra. So drawing the forehead and chest away from the mat, coming up and then starting to activate the hands as you rise on up with the body. Keep a softness in the elbows, keeping them in towards your sides. One more breath. And then slowly lowering yourself down onto the mat. This time drawing the arms by your side and just lift up the forehead and chest away from the mat, keeping the gaze on the mat so the neck is nice and long. One more breath here. And then lowering yourself down onto the mat. Let's bend those knees. Work with your body here. If you're able to hold on to your feet, do. If you can't, don't worry. Just let the hands point towards the feet. And let's lift up the forehead, the chest, and the legs into a bow pose. If the legs won't come up, that's fine. One more breath here. Great stretch for the quads, this, as well as a back bend. And lowering the legs down, opening the body out. Let's just swing around onto our back. Bending that right knee. Cross it over to the left, just holding it on the floor with your left hand or near to the floor. Adjust your upper body, open out the right arm and follow it with your gaze. And then coming back to center, let's take that to the other side. So right leg comes out long, bending that left leg, drawing the knee onto the floor on the right side, holding it with your right hand, and open out that left hand, following it with your gaze. And then coming back to center once again and bending both knees, hugging them into your chest. Take a little movement here. When you're ready, coming to stillness, let the feet come onto the mat and the legs come out long. As you bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing upwards. And just allow the body now to relax, release, let go. I hope you enjoyed that practice. A lot of back bends there. Great for the core, great for the spine. Great for overall flexibility and mobility. So let's now relax and ease the body. Letting go of your feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head and face. Your jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go.
And take a little pause for gratitude here. Identifying something that you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And then let your attention go to your breath. Observing yourself inhaling through your nose into your belly as it expands. Pause. And then exhaling through your nose. Staying with your breath, feeling connected with yourself for a few moments.